Hi guys, here we've got a PS3 console. It's original with the box and the original packaging. Let's get it outside the box, give you a look at it. As you can see, it's the original fat version console, PS3. There's a unit there, so I'll just wire it up to the TV, and as you can see, it's working, but apparently it keeps cutting out after a couple of minutes, overheating more than likely. So I'm going to have a look at that today. So first thing I'm going to do is dismantle the unit, and it's got a seal which I'm going to remove and refit. You get a heat gun on this, hairdryer, sorry. Get the label hot and peel it off. Without damaging it. You can see that label off there, just put it to the one side. That way I can remove this lug from the top, and then there's just one screw in here to take the hood off, take the top cover off. There's a screw there, a small torque screw, and the cover just slides off like so. And then it's just a matter of undoing these, I think it's about 8 screws on the top. I'll just fast forward this section. And then I'll just remove the hard drive in its caddy. You can see the dust on that even. It's just a matter of removing the cover once the screws are removed. And just show you inside the cover here, there's a lot of dust inside here. I'm assuming the cover's never been removed before. Just get a close up here, you can see the dust inside of the unit here, around the power supply. So I'm just going to fast forward this section also, because I'm removing the power supply first. Just 4 screws, and it comes away. You can see all the dust around that. And you can see me just removing the USB and the Wi-Fi PCB. And then I'm just removing the main board here. A lot of dust around that also. And you can see the paste for the thermal paste for the CPU, sorry. 2 grey blobs there. Just put a lot of dust on the back. Just put it to one side. Then it's just a matter of removing this mounting tray, which the motherboard's mounted to. See a lot of dust inside there as well. And I'm just removing the back vents here. This is where air is sucked in. You can see it's covered in dust. And this is the actual cooling fan. A lot of dust around that. And the fan blades also. And then this is the base. A lot of dust inside there. So it's just a matter of getting the Henry Hoover out with a brush and just trying to vacuum up all this dust inside here. This bottom cover of the unit. Let's get back the dust from all that. This is the actual power supply unit. Let's get some of the dust off that as well. Let's get a brush on it also. This is the USB and Wi-Fi card, PCB. Just get that dust, get rid of the dust on that. And this is fan unit. This is the mounting plate for the main board. This is the main board itself. A lot of dust on there. Let's get it back also. And the rear air intake. And this is the cooler, sits at the bottom of the machine. CPU cooler. And this is inside the top cover. Let's get rid of all the dust inside there also. And then I'll just use this bit of wet wipe just to catch a little bits that the vacuum missed. Now you can see me just cleaning off the thermal paste off the CPU cooler. I've cleaned them both off and I'm just reinserting them now. I'm just about to reassemble the machine. And then I've cleaned the fan. I'm just cleaning the fan blades with this wet wipe. Clean them individually. See, I've got them nice and clean there. Got rid of all the dust inside of that. So I'll just fit the CPU cooler. And then this is the intake. There you can see, just give you a close up, you can see. Nice and clean there. So, this is the plate which the CPU is mounted to. It fits inside here. But I'm going to have to bolt the CPU to it, the main board, sorry. So here you can see me just cleaning the thermal paste off of the main board. You can see the chips there, the CPUs, the two grey CPUs there. That's nice and clean. Got the paste off those and the cooler, off the CPU and the CPU cooler. So it's just a matter of using some thermal paste, cooling paste. Just apply that to the actual CPU cooler. Speed this section up. This is the heat transfer paste for the CPU, and then it's just a matter of fitting it into this metal case here. And then it bolts together. You see I've screwed it to the top cover, and here you can see me just reconnecting the backup battery to the main board. And that's what the unit looks like when it's nice and clean and ready to be installed. So that just screws into the unit. Just fast forward this section. Here you can see me just fitting the USB and Wi-Fi board. Just fitting that back in there. Just fast forward this section. I've got to put more screws in, fixing the hard drive caddy. And here you can see me just fitting the DVD-ROM back in place. And then once that's done, it's just a matter of fitting the power supply back in. There's two prongs on them underneath, which connected to the main board. And then it's just 4 screws holding it in place. You can see me just researching that. Just make sure that's fitting in there nicely, and then just connect the power to the main board. Just fast forward this section here. I'll put all the screws in. Now it's just a matter of refitting the top cover, as you can see here, and then it's just fixing the 8 screws back in. Just fast forward this section a bit as well, and that's nearly there. Just a matter of fitting the top cover over, like so, just slides on. Then I've fitted the hard drive and the caddy back in with the blue screw, and that's just the cover. And here you can see me just replacing the top cover's fixing screw. And there's a little bung that goes in there, little grommet. And you can see I got the sticker on the wall there. Let's get that off, because I'm going to refit that. And that's the sticker refitted here. And you can see there, that's the sticker on, the seal, sorry. Okay, that's the label fitted. Just make sure it's nice and flat, showing no evidence that it's been removed. Let's give you a little close up there. That's the label refitted. So, this is the second time I'm restarting it. Initially, it's going to ask you to set the time and date. So, this is a reboot. Well, I've managed to find a game, Call of Duty 4, which has World at War inside the cover, but I'll give it a try anyway. And I've been using it for half an hour. It didn't cut out at all, so I'm assuming it's going to be fine. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.